this is Alpha. Welcome back to the channel. Hope everyone's doing okay. So today I'm doing a VOD review. This is actually for Fluffy, and Fluffy has actually managed to rank up to Diamond 2 and is actually now in Masters after this VOD, which is honestly insane. They were kind of like plateau after all the placements and everything, so really great to see that, you know, we've ended up climbing up quite a little bit more, which is really great. But it says they've now hit Masters as well, which is absolutely insane, Fluffy, so absolutely massive climb. I know you were Masters before the reset, so it's really good to see that you're back there basically. And they put it was a win. I was queued with Eva and Shubs, as I can see, because I've seen Eva and I've seen Shubs' alt account as well, so it looks like we're queued with them. I think I overplayed super well, and I got lost during one of the team fights. Also, my Alara was really aggressive, and I did a lot of damage, so I didn't get as much amped as I'd like. This was zero death game. All advice is welcome. No, of course, yes, what you'll find a lot when you're playing with Alara, especially on a push map like this, if you're not, you know, because you're constantly on the move, it's quite hard for Alara to put down her pylon really nicely. So what you'll end up finding is that, you know, you'll end up doing a lot more healing, especially if that pylon's not up or is in or you're waiting for it on cooldown to be able to go to a different place. So yes, so basically, I guess this would be kind of like looking to see how we can maybe balance the beams a tiny bit more, but also look to how we could play with Alari and Mercy. But just a quick little thing as well, if you guys do want your own Mercy VOD review, are you wanting your own free Mercy VOD review? I do them live on my Twitch for free at 2 PM UK on Sundays. They cost 7,500 channel points, which you simply get by just watching the streams. If you can't make it that time, then do not worry, as I also record them offline whenever I'm free, and all of them get uploaded to this channel. But if you guys want to see any of my own gameplay as well, you can visit my main channel. If you do need any help with anything, then don't be afraid to message any of my lovely mods on Discord. The links for everything that I've just mentioned will be down in the description. Now, back to the VOD. And yes, so we'll just kind of get straight into it. We are using the Royal Gladiator skin today, which I think is such a cute skin. It fits so well with the Jade. I absolutely love it. And yeah, let's have a look. So we've got two very good damage boostable targets here, because we have obviously our Soldier and our Ashe. Ashe I would recommend for the start of team fights, especially when they're a little bit more longer distance. And then when Soldier starts to come in and, like, you know, the team fight starts to get a little bit closer, then obviously you can damage boost a little bit more. Damage boost as well, Alari, if these two are not kind of in range, obviously try if you can to damage boost the JQ's abilities as well, because that will really help. You know, just be able to just do some extra damage and stuff like that. So let's keep going. So we're going on the flank with Eva right now. If you see Eva crouch down like this, by the way, don't attach your beam until you get round here, basically. The reasoning is because the enemy team can see your beams through this like little window here. And if you want it to be kind of like a sneaky flank, don't pop your beam on yet, okay? So you can kind of like just GA and like fall around, basically. But don't put your beam on until you know that Eva's going to start peeking, basically. Alright, I like as well how you've got off on the flank with your Soldier right now. Even though obviously Ashe is like the better target. Because Ashe is play main with the Alari, you know, she's going to have the assistance of the Alari and the pylon and everything. So really great that you called onto this flank to come and help Eva here. Nice. Nice GA. Nice. Just when you're kind of like looking here, don't be, because you're looking like you want to look down at your team, but you're not. So you're kind of like making the effort to look, but you're not actually looking at your team, okay? So when you're with your Soldier here, start up, you know, if you do want to kind of rotate to here, make sure that you're looking here. I'd also destroy these barriers so it gives you like a nice escape route if needed. And if you can, try to destroy these ones, but actually make an effort to look at to see how your team's doing and be looking at that flank. So I'd be like, with Eva, look at team, look at flank, back to Eva. Look at it, team, look at flank, back to Eva kind of thing if we can. Alright? Keep on going though. Nice. Okay, I don't like your sling here. What I want you to do is what I want you to do here is, instead of you slinging yourself out here, you'll make yourself a target to the Tracer by doing this. Okay? So I was kind of waiting to see if Ashe would come to the height. No, of course, which is exactly why you also check that flank. I was also saying for the Tracer as well, you know, you're still going to be checking that flank. You don't really need to check it too much for the Ashe, and the reasoning is because you'll be able to hear her. You'll be able to hear her do this rotation because she'll have to coach gun up. Unless she goes all the way around and then through this tunnel, you know, she's not going to be able to, okay? So you don't really have to check it too much because you can use sound cues instead. So that's why I would say you need to make sure that you're using this looking back to check your team. You can also check the flank, but you're not going to be able to hear it unless you hear Ashe use her coach gun. As soon as I hear her using her coach gun, I'd be looking to, you know, go away. Okay, with this, I don't want you to sling yourself all the way out here, because you sling yourself all the way out here tells Tracer, I've used my 2.5 second GE cooldown, and I'm, you know, what's it called? I've used my 2.5-second GA cooldown, and I'm, like, basically a free target here, okay? You want to, whenever you're playing against the Tracers, to make sure that you're using bunny hops, okay? I know that you're going to be close to your soldier right now, but do a bunny hop to the soldier. That means when the Tracer comes onto you, you can very easily use one of these guys here and then G yourself up and away up onto here. Because what's going to happen is you don't want to abandon Eva, because the Tracer will then just turn their attention onto Eva, right? But it also means that, you know, you have that ability to be able to G yourself back, okay? Don't be singing yourself all the way out here like you did, because then you end up kind of being stuck here like you did. You end up with that, you know, weird, like, kind of GA part, okay? So whenever you're playing against that Tracer, you know that she's going to be, like, kind of nearby to you. Don't be singing yourself all the way out here so that you'll make yourself a target, like, hi, Tracer, you know, kind of thing, which is what you end up doing, okay? Instead, just do a little cancel GA or, like, a GA bunny hop. Give it a second for the Tracer to use her blink to come round to you. Then use one of these guys to be able to get up and, like, onto the roof. You want to come onto the roof here because then it will block LOS of the Tracer. And then the Tracer will be like, oh, well, I'm not going to get the Mercy anymore. And then instead you can, like, start to help Eva because the Tracer should hopefully go and focus down Eva at that point. All right, so it's just a little bit of kind of like management with like where we need to go there, basically. Nice. Make sure you're staying really hidden here, okay? Because what's going to happen is Eva's going to spy check her out. Eva hits a really good helix as well, which is really, really great. So it forces her to recall. Just stay hidden, okay? Because you drifting out here when she's finished, when she's recalled, she can very easily just blink into you and just, like, clip you because you're still really, really weak because your Alara is waiting to come back up to you, all right? So stay really cautiously around here until you definitely know the Tracer's left or Eva's killed the Tracer, all right? Keep it going, though. Nice. Oh, okay, okay. Remember, we're safe here. If you're safe, stay in that space, okay? Wait until you know where the Ashe is going to be and wait for her to not peek or even to kill her before we go and rotate here, okay? Your JQ is probably going to need your help in a second, but she's still okay for now, okay? So what I need you to do here is just, once again, stay safe over here. Wait until A, the Ashe is dead, or you know that she's backed off, or it's safer for you to rotate rather than just kind of randomly going out and rotating here. All right? I need you to go and help JQ now, though. Nice damage boost here as well. Nice. Make sure don't do that as a straight super jump if you can, because remember there's still the honor alive that could very easily shoot you out the air. Make that a sling up onto here, so it means that we can still go and help our Ashe, but we're not just like randomly slinging ourselves up into the air while we're doing that. All right, nice. So we won that first team fight, which is really, really great. Nice. Awesome. So now we just want to kind of push up with whoever's going to do the damage, which hopefully our soldier is going to do, or anyone else. Nice. Okay, do that as a straight sling into here because you don't know if the Ashe has respawned yet, okay? Just do that as a straight sling into this room because then this room gives you some really nice options because all you need to do now is literally just play as far back as you can in this room and then you have the option to help in this window or to J through this window if you also need to, all right? So just play back over here and just kind of be looking at this window just to check if, you know, feel like your escape route and everything. All right. Nice. Make that a GA cancel there instead of a sling. I want you to GA forward and help your JQ here with the axe, okay? The reasoning is because the Ramatcha shield was up, which means that you guys are not going to be able to get any damage onto the ram. They're only going to be able to shoot up here. And because these guys are currently being healed because you know that you've done a lot of damage from the tip markers and everything, I want you to just do a very quick GA. You can even just make it so it's a GA bunny hop into this room. I want you to be aggressive here and go in for an aggressive damage boost axe onto the Ramatcha. Because that means you can leave your Jungle Queen for a little bit longer. Because it will get off a lot of knife damage, alright? So we need to be a little bit more aggressive there. Nice peeling back further. Very, very nice. Nice. Just top your JQ up fully here. Because they're going to be a little bit passive for a sec, okay? So I want you to make sure that you're topping up your JQ a tiny bit more here. Because your Laurie is currently on like her own little flank and using the pylon like selfishly for herself. So you need to really be the one that's mainly like topping up the JQ here. The reasoning is because she can very easily get, you know, like tapped by the Ashe and the cast at the same time. And she's going to be gone at this point, okay? I know that she's only half HP. But when you're having these kind of like slower like little bits of the team fight, make sure that we're chucking her beam on to make sure that she's okay, not just leaving her like, you know, to see what's gonna happen basically, especially because your Laurie's on this like strong like flank. Whenever like you're kind of like this and you've got that kind of flank, go into the room here, by the way. Don't play the robot, play in the room here. Because it gives you more options. It means you can go around to either if you want to. And also, it like there's like little holes in the robot, which you can still shoot through you. So just play in the room here. But yeah. Nice. So, if you were in the room here, it would mean that when Shubs goes and Coach goes upwards, you can just sit there with the damage boost beam on straight away. You end up kind of being a bit late to the party here because you're playing out all the way over here, okay? Remember, the push robot as well can't start pushing straight away. It has like about 5 or 6 seconds. It'll do its like little butt scratch thing or whatever it does before it can like start pushing again, all right? This is off-centered. That is going to really annoy me. Like, why are you not pushing it centralized, Mr. Push Robot? I'm gonna take that off the screen because I do not like that. But yeah, don't be playing on the robot here because the robot's not gonna be able to push or anything. I'd rather you played in this room, quickly put a beam on, than played behind while you got the damage boost off. It's unfortunate that Shubs doesn't get picked off, but it also saves us from doing this weird GA that you end up doing as well to be able to try and get to him. So just literally pop your beam on and come behind like this. All right, let's see what we end up doing though, because unfortunately both your DPS are gone, so it's just you and Alari now. Nice res. Nice, just unfortunate with the hinder. I respect the Valk there, because you kind of want to keep up the momentum. Nice, pushing up. Keep pushing up with the damage boost here. I want you to push up here. The reason is because, right, with push, this Valk. No, I like this Valk. Because you could have maybe got this res off without the Valk. Let's quickly watch it. But I respect it. Because I feel like you thought I might not be able to get this off without it. So let's quickly talk about it. Okay. This is your first mistake in this kind of instance. But I respect this. And the reason is because they have a diva now and they also have the cast. So you don't want to be able to, you don't want to kind of be stunned out of it, but you also don't want to be kind of mowed down with with the diva. You want some more kind of, I guess, room with this res, okay? So I respect this, especially because it's currently a 3v4, okay? This Valk is a really good Valk, okay? Only thing is make sure you have definite LOS on Eva's orb. This means you can just do a straight GA with this, and then you can do a straight GA out, okay? This is ignoring the cast hinder, because the cast hinder would kind of throw this off a little bit, right? But we go straight for this res here. We use the pillar exactly as you did really, really nicely, because then hopefully you doing that means you can get out before the cast hinder. I don't really know. Obviously, that's a bit of a hindsight thing, I guess. But just make that GA a little bit more direct so it's not kind of obvious that, oh, sling, I'm gonna go and res. So it's like a straight GA res kind of thing. All right. I do like this Valk though. It's a good Valk. Unfortunate with the hinder, but nice GA back. And then just stay pushed up here, okay? So this is all good because obviously pushing the robot. As soon as you see Eva running back for that payload though, you're going pushed up, okay? Because in push, you only need one person on the robot. No matter how many extra people you have on the robot, it's going to move at the exact same speed. Alright? It's not like hybrid and payload maps where it's if you have more people on it, it moves faster. In push, it's only one person is needed on it and it'll move the exact same speed, okay? So as soon as you see Eva running back, I want you, especially as this Valk is ending, to stay pushed up. Damage boost your Alari, damage boost your JQ or something. So for example, if they're a little bit closer or a JQ throws her knife out, damage boost her. Rest of the time, sit there and damage boost Alari, okay? Because if we can get an extra pick off here, this is going to be absolutely game changing and we could just steamroll this entire thing. All right, so stay pushed up here, because it means that we could have been there for our Alari a little bit sooner, and then we could have got the damage boost on the JQ knife. If that JQ knife hits someone and it's damage boosted, bada bing, bada boom, they've lost another one. And because they don't have a mercy or anything, it's gonna be so hard for them to re-push up. All right, so I just want you to be a little bit more aggressive there. Nice backing off. Nice hit at Ash Dynamite. Yep. What I want you to do here is I want you to J up so you're in with these guys, okay? Because so what ends up happening here? So you're playing back with your soldier here, which is completely fine. JQ goes aggressive with Marol. That is fine, okay? However, we also see Alari wanted to go aggressive with her ult, okay? And she's gonna go and use it on these guys in here. that also might be affected by the JQ ult, okay? I want you to once again be aggressive here and push up and go and help these guys. You're not tethered to Eva here, you know, you don't need to be tethered with this damage boost, because as soon as these guys start backing off with the JQ ult, Eva's not going to be able to shoot anyone. Eva's not going to be able to see anyone. She's going to have to, like, you know, like, run forward all the way up to here to be able to shoot anyone, okay? I want you to be with the people that are doing the damage right now, which will be your JQ, who will be in the back line, which means you can use your Alari with the damage boost on her ult to be able to get in and be aggressive, because then not only have you damage boost the ult, which will kill the Ashe straight away, but you also are then going to be aggressive, and you can also help follow up with your JQ, because with JQ's ult, you really have to be there. As with the Ashe was still looking at me and I didn't want to G out, she's going to be really weak, because remember, your Ashe is looking at it. Okay, she's gonna be really weak because your Alari's been focusing her, and also your Ashe has also been focusing her, alright? So because you know that she's got a focus fire, even if it's just a J cancel to go underneath her like this, you can do it, okay? So you don't need to be kind of scared of this Ashe, especially when a big, like, rising sun of the Alari is going to be looking at, you know, it's going to be coming at her, like, face the sunrise, you know. She's going to be looking at the Alari. That Alari is going to provide such good protection for you to make this rotation if you so desperately need to, which I would recommend. I would recommend using the Alari to G yourself up, and then it means that she's going to get absolutely annihilated by this captive sun ultimate. There's no denying that. And then you are already here and ready to help with your GQ in a second, okay? It's just so you could be a little bit more aggressive here, because right now you're kind of like just sat back with your soldier, like, not like you're doing something. Don't get me, actually no, you're technically not really doing anything because of the Diva DM, but in a second you're gonna like be not being able to do anything. Okay, we want to, if we can, with Mercy, to be as aggressive and as kind of with the team as possible, if you get me. Alright, so I GA with the Alari up here. That gets the Ashe and the cast straight away, and then it means that we're already there to help the JQ with the rest of the ult. Because do you see how you have 0 damage boost effects here apart from that tiny bit on the Diva mech? We could have had assist on pretty much all of these, probably minus the Ana, if we helped go around, and we could have ended that a little bit quicker. Alright, so just a little, like, I guess things to bear in mind is just be aggressive here. You don't get the team fight done, which is really, really great, but let's say they had, I don't know, let's say instead of a Juno, they had a Kiri or something, just for black hindsight reasons and everything. That team fight could have been a whole, like, different turnaround. Alright, so that's why we need to make sure that we're being with these people to have that little bit of the extra damage. Alright. Nice. Nice push up. Just make sure that is like kind of like a straight GA to the pillar, by the way. Don't just kind of like jing yourself like forward into the space if you can. Try if you can to make that a little bit more direct. So she's gone back into spawn. That's fine. Position yourself over here if you need to, okay? Because what you can do here is when you've had that second, J yourself kind of around this taxi, you'll be able to hear them when they start pushing in, so we can start rotating back around. Because right now, we're not really got too much cover here. Because sure, we got cover from this side, but if they're coming in from this angle here, they could very easily just rush us down and everything, okay? Come and play over this side where the taxi is, and it means then that we're blocking out both windows, and we can hear as well when they're going to be coming in behind us, all right? Because then that gives us a chance to make a rotation wherever we need to, basically. All right, so just once again, be aggressive here and play over here. Keep going. Can't do anything for that. That's fine, you backing out there because they've used a lot of ults. Yep, that's fine. Nice J out. Nice. Awesome. Nice escape. Nice that you backed out of that as well as soon as you knew it wasn't going to be winnable. Very, very nice. Okay? Nice. Don't G yourself forward here. We don't need to. Okay? Still play back and safe. I'd be playing around the back of this fountain. The reasoning is because our soldier is not going to start pushing forward yet until until your Diva and your, like, I guess the rest of your team is back, okay? So we don't need to be pushed this far forward. Instead, I want you to G to the back of this fountain, so then do like a G bunny hop like you did here. So then it means as soon as that Diva starts diving up, we can already be pre-ready and G ourselves all the way back over here. All right, because we don't want to be, you know, we don't need to be pushed up here. Eva's not going to push up anymore because, you know, the Diva's going to come and dive us and she's like full HP and we've not got our tank back yet, okay? We're just looking to do some nice like spam damage at the beginning. So play a bit further back here and then when we can, go back. All right, let's keep going though. I'm going to see what's up happening here with the Diva diving us. So nice, we do end up doing that J back, which is nice. Nice pushing up with the Diva here. Really, really nice. Res. Crouch spam. Crouch spam. We need to make sure we're crouch spamming. Because us kind of like just walking about like this is very easy for the for what's called for the Widow to what's it called? To hit us with. I like your aggression here, okay? What we can do is we can use a little like slight GA just to make it really fast, like ba-bam, like in the Widow's face, just not expecting us to like slowly rising up the stairs. Second thing is crouch spam, because us kind of like just walking up and down this, like walking like this. Do you see how this is like very easy for the Widow to track compared to if we're crouch spamming and looking up like this and everything, all right? So if you want to go and be aggressive with this Widow, make sure we're crouch spamming before. Was I not crouch spamming? It didn't look like it. Hold on, let me have a quick little relook because it didn't look like it on my screen. Whether that's just the replay being iffy. I think he did like once or twice, but it needs to be a little bit quicker. Do you know what I mean? Because you kind of like just do it like, you kind of like just crouch up. You need to make it like a bit like this. Do you know what I mean? Because it's a bit like crouch up, like that's what you were like, okay? I need you to be like like this, okay? When you're doing this crouch spam, because you're doing it taking a body shot here, okay? So yeah, we're not crouch spamming enough here is what I'm trying to get out, all right? Nice res as soon as you know this is gonna be safe though. Nice. Can't do it for the Alari there because she was in a bad spot. No Valk here. No Valk here. Why? Because there's only 2 people left alive, okay? We've already killed both supports. And we've killed one of their DPS. It's currently a 2v4. We do not need to Valk it here, okay? All we need to do is J yourself down and go and help the Diva, okay? Now, she ends up getting D-Max and the bomb comes off, okay? We're not going to be able to do anything with this, okay? So, what I would do here is I would use my G and then kind of G yourself back up here so it means I can still be an LS of the Diva. Bomb happens. Oh no! And then we just sit with Soldier and try to help with the damage boost on the Visor. Because if we sit here and work with the damage boost on the Visor, we can kill off the Diva before she goes back into mech. Bada bing, bada boom. Team fight won. We can't res anyone, unfortunately. But we win the team fight. Alright? So, what I want you to do here is I want you to, instead of you, what's it called? Instead of you doing a Valkyrie or like trying to pistol and stuff like that, literally try to work on keeping your Diva up. You're not gonna be able to. It is what it is. And then literally just come back and sit and damage boost the Visor. Because if you sit and damage boost the Visor, Diva gets picked off really, really quickly. Bada bing, bada boom, team fight won. Okay? Let's keep going though. I want to see if the Diva actually ends up getting picked off. Nice, so she actually ends up doing, which is nice. We need to try and help our baby Diva out of that though, okay? Because we've kind of like just abandoned her, okay? We want to try and help her at least back off if we can, because Eva's quite safe right now, and we want to try and keep our tank up. The reason is because we don't have a res. If we did have a res, I'd be like, okay, maybe we should abandon her a little bit and focus on it. But because we don't have our res here, we need to try and help our Diva out there a little bit more. Nice. Remember, you don't have res. Yeah, just remember to track that cooldown on the res. We don't have it. I just kind of lost and autopiloted. Yeah, you did a little bit. And the Valk wasn't that great. Play on this side. We don't need to make this wide angle that we have done here, which means the Widow has an advantage of trying to hit us here, okay? Just stay on this side with your DPS and just jiggle peek like this. We don't need to rotate here. Let's keep going. Nice. Looking down and away, though, to cross again. Can't do anything with that until your Diva gets back, but even then they're going to be too far pushed up. Okay, let's go with Ashe now, okay? Because I bet your Ashe is one to take an off angle in a second or play like a little bit further back, okay? So what I want you to do is I want you to kind of play a little bit further back where this boss is here and play with your Ashe here. Because your Ashe is probably wanting to go on an off angle in a second, okay? I want you to do that. Nice, so your Diva's actually pushed up there. As soon as you've done that res though, look to go and help your Ashe, okay? Because your Ashe is going to be taking this off angle battle. We need to try and help, okay? So, really nice. Obviously, you get the push up with the res. As soon as you've done that res, be looking for that you know, be looking for an escape, because what can happen is that D.Va might just be really, really greedy and just push forward and get you, especially if your D.Va's low on DM. So, really nice res. Just make sure that we're looking for that escape route and just go straight for an escape route and just go and help your Ashe with her duel after that. Alright, let's keep going there. I'm gonna see what ends up happening. Nice, so we're just a little bit delayed there to that. Do I have res for it? Yeah, we just need to be with Shubs a little bit sooner though, if we could. Nice. I think this is gonna be a lost one. Oh, stay with your Alari here. I want you to stay and try and help you and your Alari get out here, because this is just a lost team fight at this point. All right, because your D.Va's got Dimex, which means it's going to be very, very hard for her to get back into mech, especially with their D.Va being so high HP. And Eva's currently all right now, okay? There's no need for you to back off with her. Instead, I would rather you help your Alari get out. Eva can run away. D.Va's probably going to die. And we can just get a nice, like, really quick reset here, all right? Because your Ashe's going to respawn and everything, okay? So rather than you go in and just abandon your Alari right now, I want you to stay with her and play with her, especially because she's going to put her pylon down aggressively to help her. Once you know she's quite healthy, then we can go and help our soldier, okay? But we don't want to abandon her while she's like really, really weak, okay? We want to try and make sure that she's okay before we go and try and help anyone else. All right, let's keep going there. I'm going to see what ends up happening. So baby D.Va gets DMX as I thought she would. Just helping Eva get out. So we don't need to J in here. We're safe, okay? Because we are safe right now, go and play with Shubs, okay? Because what's going to happen is Eva's got in here just to find some kind of cover for a second, okay? So what Eva's done, and she's come running in here just to find some cover for a second and just a little bit of kind of like a break from it all, okay? D.Va's not gonna come and aggressively dive. The only people that really get her are these snipers, which she's not gonna go and peek because Eva's a smart cookie. Alright? So what I want you to do is, instead of you GAing into this room here to go and help Eva, which you don't need to because she's full HP and got a healing pad and she's completely fine, GA out here and then go straight to helping your Ashe. Because if you go and help your Ashe, this will either A, get a pick off with one of these guys, or B, help pick off one of these guys. Because if one of these guys gets picked off or they get distracted by the Ashe, this gives Eva time to be able to rotate away and out, okay? Because what's going to happen is that the attention's going to be drawn to you and the damage boosted Ashe. Let's say Shubs gets a pick off. That's going to help our team out so much. All right. So leave Eva here. Come around to come help Ashe. Yeah, I will say you have neglected Shubs, I think, a few times now. Okay. Like, I fully forgot he existed in most team fights, which unfortunately is kind of the case when you're running two hit scan. And it's just about trying to balance your beams between those two hit scan and thinking to yourself, okay, who's the one that's doing damage right now? And that's the way I like to kind of play it when I'm playing with these two snipers. If you were playing, if you were playing Ashe Tracer, of course you know exactly what you're going to do because you're just going to stick with the Ashe the whole time. But when you're running stuff like Ashe Cass, Ashe Soldier, or even like Echo and Ashe and stuff like that, it could be quite hard to be able to balance the beams, okay? It's all about looking to see who is doing the damage right now or who has the better angle, and be constantly looking out and trying to think to yourself as well. Put yourself into their perspective and think to yourself, where are they going to play? I say that a lot when I talk to people about Pharahs, because that's a very key one, and some people really struggle to kind of like figure out like where the Pharah is going to play. I guess it's a little bit easier with hit scans and stuff like that, because you have to think, okay, what's the best angle they're going to take, okay? I want you to think, okay, if I was a DPS, where would I be peeking? Here is the absolute prime example for this map, okay? So kind of get into your head and just think, okay, where are they going to be most likely peeking? That's where I need to play. And it means then that you could be here, you can help zone people off, and the Eva can have a nice little escape and get back round. We have a nice safe reset because we'll just wait for Alari and D.Va to get back. Alright, I'm going to see what's happening here with yourself, though. So we go for the health pack, which is fine. We do a GA round because we don't want to play that aggressively. Nice GA round, because obviously we just want to try and get us back as quick as we can. This is fine that you're playing aggressive with Eva here. Nice positioning. Oh, okay. What happened with Shubs here? What happened with Shubs? So, hold on, let's rewind it back a little bit more. So, Shubs is by himself over here, and you're on this kind of angle with Eva. You're trying to help Eva because Eva's being dove by the D.Va. Ah, okay. This is not on you. This should have... So, what should have happened here? Alari should have come round main to come and help Ash. And also, you're trying to help Eva with the Diva. Because if you're not here to help Eva with the Diva, Diva's just gonna and just kill Eva, alright? Or Eva's gonna frantically run away like this kind of thing, grabbing a health pack and trying to frantically run away, okay? So, I respect this. I think this is the correct decision here. This is a misplay from your Alari here. Your Alari should be coming back, and your Diva should also be back here to help DM, okay? This is not on you, this one. Because you need to be here to be able to help, help with the Diva. Because if you leave Eva here to go and help, Shubs, Diva's gonna, and just, you know, just get the soldier, basically. Do you feel like I got, higher in Diamond, I do feel like I got higher in Diamond. I did start boosting everyone. I think it was pretty overstimulated, kind of zoned out. I think it was our last game of the evening, I think. No, it's alright. Let's keep going, though. So Shubs ends up dying. We need to get this res off. Nice. Just make sure that you're notifying your team here. Yes, I know that you're in comms with Eva and Shubs right now, but I need you to make sure that you're, I need to make sure that you're notifying your tank and your Alari right now. Because if you don't notify them, especially in some of the lower ranks, they'll just start going in and be like, rah! And then, you know, you'll, like, finish your res and suddenly, like, they're all half HP and dying kind of thing, alright? So just make sure that we're picking this res being like, I can bring them back. Or, like, saying in VC, like, I'm gonna go res. Just to make sure that these guys are not pushing in for a second. So it allows you to get the res off and then we can go back in as a team. Luckily, they have done it this time, but I have had instances, even in, like, some kind of, like, GM games, I have had instances where just I go for a res, and then my team is like, mercy, and it's like, bestie, I'm rezzing, like, so yeah, just make sure that you're pinging it or letting people know. All right, let's keep going though. So nice, rotate here. Nice. I respect the flank because obviously, you know, you're off with Eva right now. This is all still fine. We don't need this Valk. We don't need this Valk because you've already won this team fight. Okay, let's quickly rewind it. You've already won this team fight. There's no need for you to Valk. Because we get the pick off onto the Juno. Your Diva's just used bomb and is going to be full HP again. These two are still full HP. And your Alari is pretty much still full HP, okay? There is no need for us to Valk it here. Because what's going to happen is they've had their aggression. We've countered with some aggression. Obviously, you know, we've got Eva pressing the aggression here. And also, we've just used bomb, okay? This probably created a lot of space for us, okay? This means that everyone's going to be quite weak. Because everyone's going to be obviously be forced into that one position. Very, very easy for, like, our soldier and stuff to be able to just shoot down, basically. So, we know these guys are going to be really, really weak. We know they're going to be close to, you know, what's called being demexed and just, you know, gone, basically. Don't Valk it here. You've already used this one ultimate, and already I feel like that is enough for you to win out this team fight. I don't feel like you need your Valk here. Because what ends up happening is you pop it. Sure, you go and help heal up your, your Diva a tiny bit, but then you spend the rest of the time just sitting and damage boosting, don't you? It doesn't help you in any way. Oh, go on. Go and get the winner. No, go and get the winner! Okay, not gonna be able to now. Save healing till after Valk. Save healing till after Valk, okay? We don't need to heal up here until the Valk ends. Just to be able to get some extra ult charge, basically. But apart from that, this was just a very unnecessary Valk, wasn't it? Yeah, which I feel like is kind of a little thing that's ended up happening with you quite a bit here, Fluffy. You've ended up having some quite horrible Valks, okay? If you can, I want you to work on your Valks a little bit here. That's fine. Same thing and go push up. If that was me, I'd be doing a little, like, a GA cancel to make sure that I'm here and start already damage boosting the Diva. Because if we can get some very early damage onto this Diva, it's going to help you out a lot, okay? So same thing and be aggressive. Push up here. Nice. She's fine. Don't leave Eva now, because Eva still wanted to be aggressive, okay? Stay aggressive with Eva. Pylon's here to be able to heal Diva, so we don't need to peel back for her. Push, she's not even lost that much damage. Second thing, play closer to this wall. I want you to play here, because currently playing here means anyone that currently peeks main can easily take your head off, okay? So, A, use that kind of GA cancel to play with your Diva, because then it allows you to play close and play safe here. Second thing, allow the Pylon to heal up your Diva, and allow the Ilaria to heal up your Diva, and then stay being aggressive with Eva right now, because as soon as that beam's gone from Eva, Eva's gonna be like, oh, and then start backing off, okay, which you don't want to do right now. You want to keep up this aggression and keep up this, I guess, this robot going forward, because the more we press up, the harder it is for this this team to attack us again. All right, so play aggressive, play here, play with Eva now, and then you can, what's called, then we can push up a little bit sooner. All right. Let's go. Nice. So if we were playing here, as I said, we can very easily just hop into this room, by the way, instead of having to do that weird, like, sling in and out, basically. I also don't like the sling in and out, because if we sling into the enemy team and then sling all the way back, it means then that, you know, we could provide an Ashe with, like, a very easy, like, 2-tap onto us or something. So play here. Just do easily just walk back into this room for that bomb. All right. Same thing again. Play underneath. If you need to, play under in this, like, little passage, all right? If you need to, like, literally all you need to do is play in this passage, because then you can easily just re-peek in everyone, and it also means you also have eyes on Shubs as well if you need to, all right? So instead of you kind of G'ing yourself out into here, which means you have LOS, once again, play under here, and we can go and help. All right, let's keep going. I need you just at one point to turn around and help Shubs here, if we can. Okay, because yes, we're going forward with all this aggression, which is really, really great. I also don't want Shubs to get picked off, okay? So, I love the damage boost onto the Ilario, really, really great. But then as soon as that's done, go and, like, as you're G'ing past, pop your beam onto Shubs here, so it means that we can heal up as we're going past, okay? Because as soon as we start kind of topping up and then we go past, Shubs can very easily top himself up after with the, like, the, what's called, the health regen afterwards, alright? So what I want you to do is just spend this entire team fight playing in here, playing safe. We can sit and damage boost the Ilarial and then grab Shubs as we're doing this rotation here. Let's keep going though. Let's see what's going to happen, because we're sitting damage boosting Visor. Nice. Can't do anything about that. Instead of having your beam on Diva here, have your beam on, have your beam on Shubs. The reasoning is because I want you to try and get as much damage as you can out of this, and your Diva is going to be okay for a second or two, before, you know, because she's anti and everything, so you can't really do too much about it, okay? Get your beam onto Shubs here. But it's definitely one of those games where I was adjusting to the pace of the high leader again. I tend to just hit Masters and then just stop, but I spent most of my diamond going against Masters players before I played the better I got. No, of course, sweet. Which I get, but yeah, just obviously a quick note on this. I know that Diva's antied are really great, that we're not trying to heal her like while she's antied, but pop your beam onto someone else. We only need to kind of make sure that we're still damage boosting if it's like a 1v1, for example. Because you've still got 3 people here, I want you to focus on helping your Ashe out, and also helping your Ashe with the damage boost, rather than just defaulting back to our Diva right now. Make that sling, by the way, more into this room. Because what you can do here is you can sling into this room and then you can help the Ashe. Alright, let's keep going though. Same again, that Widow's going to be above. Really close call though. That's fine. Nice heals here. Help Shubs here. Help Shubs, okay? Because you don't need to be aggressive on this off angle right now with the Diva. All you have to do is kind of leave your Beamlinger on her and then go straight to helping Ashe, okay? The reasoning is because they don't have a Diva anymore, so your Ashe has free shooting range of boom, 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 pretty much on these 3 guys, alright? Your Diva's not going to do anything. She's just using her boosters to get up onto the high ground. Because they're all playing over here, Diva's going to, like, tickle them at this range. She has to walk forward a tiny bit more to be able to do any kind of damage to her, right? So leave your Diva, like, literally just use her enough to be able to kind of, like, top her up as much as you can, and then go straight to helping Shubs main here and damage boost here, because this will get the picks off a lot quicker. Alright, let's keep going though. Save Chuck's out there, Bob. Shubs sadly gets picked off. Watch our positioning here, okay? Make sure that we definitely know where that Bob's going to be. Make sure that we position ourselves well. Nice res. Really nice. Really nicely timed res though, by the way. I really liked it. So that's fine. Nice, backing off because you realize the D.Va's on you. Nice. I look to rotate here. Rotate here. The reasoning is because the longer you stay here, the easier it's going to be for the D.Va to be able to, to mow you down. Even if it's just like a little GA bunny hop or something underneath and away, we don't want to stay in this room for too long. Because if Alara is to hold any damage to this D.Va, D.Va can need to go and just body block you in this room, okay? It's fine for you to use for a second, but as soon as you can hear or know that the D.Va's going to start coming for you or coming near you, you need to make sure that you're rotating somewhere that's got obviously A, cover from the snipers, but also B is going to be a bit further away from her. I'd recommend here. Alright, because we can very easily just use the Alara to do a GA bunny hop kind of to about here-ish, and then we can back off ourselves a little bit more, okay? Sorry, the D.Va will then start to back off as she is doing now, but it's just to kind of protect our back on just in case she just decides to be really, really aggressive and just dive in. Alright, let's keep going though. Eva suddenly gets picked off. I don't think there's too much you can do there because obviously you're being focused down. Nice. Same thing again, be careful of that cover. I don't like this Valk. Whoa. Same thing again. I don't like this Valk. I feel like we could have got the rotation off to go and help Shubs here. And I'm going to tell you when, okay? So, what we do is because we know D.Va has bomb, okay? I want you to do something a little bit smart here, and I want you to use your D.Va who's going to dive up to the Ashe, use her to rotate yourself into either the gym, or if you can, stretch out the GA, depending on obviously how much you charge it up. Use it to go and rotate to your Ashe here, because if we use this GA while our D.Va dives up now, obviously these guys are not going to be able to be peeking, because obviously your D.Va's going to dive it. It allows us this nice free rotation, and it means we're already back to go and help our Ashe. This means that we don't need to pop our Valk for the D.Va. We could just help with our D.Va like this, and then when D.Va goes to bomb in a second, anyone that's getting zoned out by it, we could just sit here and just damage boost Ashe for it. Okay, then we can just literally do a nice little GA cancel in and out or something, like a little like backwards GA, just be able to make sure our D.Va gets back into the mech, and then we can still play back with our Ashe. Okay, can you see how we don't need to Valk it for Valk this kind of team fight? We also don't really want to Valk it on the just in case it's still losable, because remember they have 5 and we only have 4 right now. So what I want you to do is I want you to use this kind of moment now where D.Va's diving up to make your rotation over to your Ashe, and then just play with your Ashe over here. All right. Now the Valk, obviously I kind of get where you want to do the Valk from, because obviously you want to try and use the extended beams and everything. So bomb happens. That's fine, because obviously, you want to try and get a pick off, but then as soon as you know that you're not going to get the pick off on Ashe, get your beams back on and make sure you're helping your D.Va, okay? You can see on your screen right now that the D.Va has dropped, okay? There's no, she's not already like back up here as you'll be able to see her. So you know at this point she's already dropped. We need to try and make sure that we're getting our beam onto her to make sure that we're helping, all right? We don't get out, which is nice. Nice. So obviously we end Valk. We're going back to Ashe, which is great. But I feel like we could have held off. Ooh, that was close. Okay. I feel like all that was kind of fine, to be honest. I don't really have any issues with any of that. But it's just, nice res. Damage boost, damage boost Alara here rather than going to go and help Eva. So this part was fine. Obviously going for the res, that's completely fine. Don't mind any of that. Don't rush your GA here, by the way. You don't need to. Okay. As soon as Eva puts down that healing pad and she goes into this room, she's going to be completely fine. So I want you instead to be aggressive with the Alara and go to damage boost, like, the rest of her ult. She's already going to put down the ult because, obviously, you want to try and make sure that Eva's okay getting into this room because she was so weak, okay? But then as soon as you know that she's okay and she's gone inside the room, go to start damage boosting this Alara. Alright? Keep going, though. And you guys end up getting in. Okay. overall, Fluffy, I feel like this was quite well played by you, okay? I feel like your beam management with whoever you got your beam on is really, really great, okay? I absolutely love that from you. It's really, really nice, okay? I feel like as well, the majority, I'm gonna say the majority of the time, because I will touch on this a little bit. I'd say the majority of the time, your positioning is quite good, okay? It's very, very clear to me, you know how to use your cover usage really, really well. There's just a few times where we're being a little bit sloppy with it, okay? We want to try and make sure that we're still definitely going into those pieces of cover if we can. Reses, whenever we were doing them, were really, really good, really, really safe as well. Always in like a nice spot. Loved your first Valk, by the way, to be able to go and res with Eva as well. Really nice. I don't really have any issues with your reses, okay? Main things I want you to work on though. And the first thing is I want you to work on beaming the rest of your team. Because it's very, very clear to me as we were playing through that entire thing, we were only going around really and beaming our D.Va. There was very few times where we beamed our Lari. There's very few times where we beamed our tank or our Ashe, alright? In fact, very few times we beamed our Ashe, okay? I want you now, whenever you're playing, is I want you to balance the beams some more. Okay, I want you to make sure that you're balancing the beams some more, making sure that we're trying to be kind of a little bit more aggressive with our playstyle a lot of the time, because there's been a few times where we kind of like just sat with our what's called with our soldier, and we should be either going to damage with someone else, or we should be like, you know, positioned differently basically, which I guess also comes to the positioning thing. There was a few times where we were positioned quite badly, and we should have definitely been trying to position ourselves like in a safer spot. So my main thing with you is just try if you can to share the beams out between everyone, not just who you're beaming basically. I think the other thing as well is Valks, okay? If you feel like a team fight is currently being won, don't Valk, okay? Because I feel like apart from your first Valk, the rest of your Valks were rubbish, in my opinion, okay? I feel like we should have either saved them or used them at different times, because they just end up being wasted. You just didn't end up doing anything that you could have done out of Valk, basically, alright? So, second thing as well is just kind of make sure that we're working on like Valk timings. But now that Fluffy, honestly, a massive improvement from the last VOD already. You are still sharing out the beams a little bit more than what I saw with the Circuit Rail game, which is really, really great. But it's just making sure that we're sharing them out between everyone as much as possible, alright? And not just playing too safe. Remember, obviously, yes, it's a really, really great zero death game, and I feel like you did that really, really well, okay? But don't be afraid about, you know, taking a death or two. It's completely fine, okay? If you're up and you're being aggressive and you end up kind of being taken out ever so slightly, but your team end up winning the team fight because of it, it doesn't really matter too much. Alright? But without the Fluffy, obviously, please do let me know as we have any issues. But just once again, thank you so much for everyone on YouTube as well as on Twitch who've been watching this. If you guys don't want your own most important video, talk about it at the beginning. Also, if you want to see any of my own gameplay, obviously I stream that live on my Twitch, and also all that content does go into my main channel as well, both of which will be linked down in the description, along with a link to my Discord as well if you do have any questions. But yeah, just once again, thank you so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all later. Bye!